Okay. In this one, I'm going to put a delay. I'm going to put a delay in here because I want it to go every sec. I want to show you that it works by seconds. Let's do this. There. I like to clean it up, make it look good. Uh, I don't like this. I like to see where is it? Down here, view as icon. I like that better. View as icon. And Brandy Show, I think you are Brandy Show. You are the devil. Like to manipulate people, don't you, Brandy Shaw? Because right after Intel Corporation fired me, she just happened to be at that Target the next day, hoping I'd come in and start a fight and say something. She was right there at that Target that next day, and then there was a person in there that looked just like Robert Yankee from down from Dallas, down right there in the same Target when she was there. So they right after I got fired. So, okay, here we go. So what things will happen? It's going to have this with that, but each of these, I think they're going to be serial. And they're not going to. I don't think they're going to have a uh, character turn. Character turn. So I know how to fix that. I'm going to run it and show you at first, but there's a problem here. Let's find out what the problem is. Um, so we can just run this and find out what the problem is. Pick line contains. Oh, that's what's wrong. Uh, oh, that's what's wrong. You have to index the lines. So what happens is this index on the first pass, it'll go through 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 loops, but it'll go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 numbers. Now it should work. I'm gonna run it, and the file should show up over here. I'm gonna save this too. File save, save, and it's gonna be. Oh, I'm sorry. So I saved it. I ran the file. The file's right over here. It's the new one, and I'm gonna run another one just so you can see it. Okay, so the new one just showed up down here. So you can see it's 1 second apart. So it's 58. I'll run it again so you can see it again. I'm gonna move down here so you can see it this time. Yeah, I just want you to see that I'm not trying to hide what I'm doing with it. So let's close the error list. There, now you saw it run again. So this was your first one. Didn't show anything. Here's the next one. Still doesn't show. Okay. Oh, I know why. I didn't do automated. I didn't do automated. Now I understand why. I'm gonna stop and restart, and then we're gonna go step by step. So now I know why it wasn't automated. So we'll go here. We're gonna run this one. We're gonna go. First, we'll do no test. It shouldn't do any files. No files. So you can run again. No files. I'll do one. So do test one. It's gonna be right there. I'm gonna do two. So it'll be test two. Do three. So it'll be test three. I'm gonna do four. So it'll be test four. I'm gonna do five. So it'll be test five. I'm going to do the fully automated. It should do all. This is where I think it's going to mess up, but I'll fix it. Okay. I'm going to stop and restart so we can go check the files. Okay. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this should be the first one. That's test 1. There's test 2. You can see the 2 right here. Here's test 3. Here's test 4. Here's test 5. And this is the multi-test. Oh, it didn't do it. It didn't work. Multi-test did not work. So I gotta go find out why. Stop and restart. I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna look at it. Actually, I'm gonna pull up here so you can see what I'm looking at before I start doing. This is the part that didn't work. I'm gonna find out why. We can do a probe here, and we'll run it really quick, and we'll see what the output is. That's what's wrong. Is it's using the last output instead of concatenating all of them together. That's the problem. Stop and think about it. To show you what's happening with this, I'm gonna show you inside of here. Oh, I didn't even put a delay in here. I want a 1 second delay in here. We'll put delay. I want a delay in here, so it'll wait 1 second for each one. Create constant, constant. I'm gonna put 1,000 because it's milliseconds. So 1,000 milliseconds is 1 second. I'm gonna save it where I'm at. Now the reason this isn't working is because, and I'm gonna let you actually see it happen as it's going. And make sure I'm on the right one, It is fully automated, so it should only do this window. So we'll run it. See, there's test 1, 2, 3. It's actually counting up right here. It's actually counting. I'll run it again so you can see it. And we're going to actually see the output too. So I'm going to close it. I'm going to do it again. Oh, I got to stop and restart. Okay, so anyway, this is the debug. This is how you debug. So I'm going to look at the input, and I'm going to look at the output. I'm going to look at the output. And the output will be right here. So here's input, here's the output, and you're going to see what's going to happen. See, is it's counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the output's 5. So it only shows the last part, but it shows the fully automated test. And then 5. What I want is fully automated test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it shows all tests. So I'm gonna stop and restart. Okay, what I did was I went through and I figured out how to do it. I tested, I troubleshot it, and I made it exactly how I want to do it. And I'm just going to show you, and I'm going to go through it as I do this. So first of all, this was only leaving the last value, which was a 5. We don't want that. We want everything to be in an output. So to do that, we have to take this. We have to put it into. We have to add a carriage return or a line feed. We're going to add a line feed. Put a space, a carriage return in there, a line feed. And put this up here, and the line feed is going to be right here. This output, we put it on the bottom. This is something I learned from one of the guys who stole my patent. he actually he did teach me, so he knew what he was doing on a lot of stuff, but he stole my patent on my software, and it was all arranged. Oh, I caught that. Okay, I caught that right at the last second. So how you do this is you take this here, and you have to do a shift register. What a shift register does is it takes that data and it puts it right back. It takes the output data, puts it right back into the loop on the other side. But what I learned is you always want to start with an empty input. Always have empty, because if you have something as your input, it's always going to be that same input when it first originally starts. So that's how you want to do it right here. Our output should go right. Oh, another thing is I'm going to show it to you first, and then I'll fix it. Show it to you first. So because we have this line feed in here, the line feed is going to be in there the first time. I'm going to do a probe so you can see it happen. And then I'm going to stop. I'm just going to run it. You just want to see the output. There it is. See, it's got a lot of space. I'm going to stop. Anyway, it has an extra line in there that you don't want in there. And I'm going to get rid of that. And the only way to do that, and I'll show you with this to probe. Show you with this too. So this is the actual. This is what's actually, this probe 16 is what's actually being written to the file. And see, it has a space in here. I don't want that space. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. It's really easy. It's you put a trim white space. And trim white space, what it does, it removes anything that's not a real value. Like if you have 20 spaces, it gets rid of 20 spaces. If you have 20 line feeds, it gets rid of 20 line speeds around the actual text. So if like these spaces in here, it won't get rid of those. I'm gonna stop and restart, and I'm gonna show it to you. And this should actually fix everything too. It should actually work now. So I'm gonna bring this out here. I'm gonna show you the newest file. So I'm just going to delete all these files. So I'm going to delete them all. Control A, delete like that. So there's none in there. So you'll see the new file pop up. There'll only be one. Um, I'm going to do file save. We'll run it. This is the fully automated test now. It's the fully automated. So they fixed it right there, and they're getting my file right there. I'm gonna open the file because I got it open. So here's my file. Fully automated test. It ran all 5 tests, all of them. There's my timestamp. So I'm gonna stop and restart, and I'm gonna go through all the tests with this one remaining here. Okay, so I've restarted. I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of. Get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of this index number. So I don't want, because that's something you wouldn't want. It means nothing to anybody except the programmer. This button right here. I'm going to add something on here later to show you how to fully automate the whole thing, where it just keeps running over and over like a while loop, like you put me in. So anyway, this will be. I'll save. And we're going to do, first is no test. You're going to see nothing pop up over here. Now we're going to do test 1, this first file, test 2, the second file, test 3, this third file, test 4, this fourth file. I'm going to have to hurry. I'm going to stop and restart. Okay, and now test 5, that, and now the fully automated test. Run all tests. And it should pop up over here when it's finished. Oh, did I not run it? Let's try again. There it goes. It popped up. Okay, now we'll go through them all. So this is the original one I ran earlier. So that's the first one. This is the test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5, and then there's a fully automated test. So it works, and it shows the time and date stamps on all of them. See? So it has time and date stamps on all of them. 4417, 4430, 4448. So I'm going to stop and restart. I'm going to stop and I'm going to think about what I'm going to do next. And then okay, I thought about what I wanted to do. Now I want to make this fully automated with a stop button here. And it's not hard to do. Everything's already here. Sorry. Take this. We'll just move it up. Okay, take this. I'm just saving space. It doesn't take very long to do this, but I wanted to be able to do this where you can see what I'm doing. So I just cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna stop and restart, and it's really quick. Okay, this is what you guys put me in. It's called a while loop, where you constantly have me going in circles, and you won't tell the truth when everybody in the world knows the truth. And I remember Bill Bartol and Till Fan, all, right, you gotta tell the truth. You gotta tell the truth. And well, I have been telling the truth. You committed crimes. Anyway, the truth stops what you've done to me, and you won't tell the truth. But I've given you the truth. I put the truth right in your face. You got all the evidence in the world, and you won't do anything. You're just sitting there going, well, what are we going to do to him now to kill him? So you're letting me sit here, and you're not doing nothing. So I'm going to put a delay in here, a small delay, 20 milliseconds, 12 milliseconds. That's what I put in here so it doesn't eat up all the time. Create constant 20 milliseconds, 20. I'm gonna stop and restart, and I'm gonna show it just constantly runs. Okay, it's restart. Now I'm gonna show you this thing. It says it's stop if true. Stop if true. So if it's true, if you tell the truth, you can stop me from going to loops of lies. Anyway, here we go. We'll go. I'm gonna go to the side. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna show you it just constantly runs over and over again. It's running. There it goes. It's just running, and it's waiting for something to happen. And I can lower this. I don't need this anymore. I mean, the program works now. You'll see the files update over here. This is a small one. I'm just moving over, and you can see. Actually, I'm gonna stop it, restart it again. First, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this window big so you can see everything over here. There. That way we see all the data. Um, Now I'm going to stop, restart, and then I'm gonna run the test so you can see it actually.